ladies and gentlemen, prepare for our first performer. You've seen our first performer on Orange is the New Black and TLC. She also has a show here called...
Saw her stand up there.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Andrea Ilene Shapiro.
Whatsoever. Okay, great. Yeah, thanks for warming them up, guys. I also just want to mention that Morgan, they give antidepressants to male porn stars so they don't come right away in scenes. So another stream, a stream of revenue you're missing out on now, my friend. I'm so happy to be at the show. I've got like a real humdinger of a story to tell you guys about. So about a couple of years ago, I was going through a breakup, and it was one of those situations where like it was for the best. Our priorities were not the same. Like, for instance, like I was really getting into meditation, and he had a secret wife in Egypt. I don't know if we're on the same page, So then, while I'm in the midst of going through this breakup, my father passes away. And then, I know, guys, this is the dark part that Lynn and Morgan were just talking about. And then, 2 days after my dad dies, I get a horrible stomach virus, and subsequently, in my sleep, I shit my pants. So some pants shitting, just like what you were. And then to top it all off, as if it's not bad enough, NBC canceled Smash. Okay, guys? I'm like, is the universe transpiring against me? Oh my god. So I'm at my wit's end, and I'm like, I need to get the fuck out of New York, like right this minute. And I come into a little bit of money because I had money from my dad's life insurance policy. So what did I do? Well, like any good white woman having a crisis, what I decided to do was go on a solo backpacking trip through Europe. I wanted to eat, pray, love, Joy Luck Club, chicken soup for the soul, my way through Europe. Okay, that was my plan. And I'd be remiss if I didn't say to you guys that perhaps I would have liked to engage in a little something I like to call grief fucking. Or for short, griff-fucking. You can use it. There you go. It's yours to have. But my feeling about, passion abroad was that of like quality yet brevity. I was not going to do it with any, well, I hope it would last long when it happened, but like the relationship wise, but I wasn't going to give it up to any like, Pierre or like Guntar, whatever, no random like that's like the version of like Tom, Dick, or Harry over there, So I go on the trip and I go to 9 countries in 5 weeks, and it's amazing. Like I go into these like beautiful cathedrals, and I cry, and I like talk to my dad. I went and I saw where they shot Braveheart. Oh my god! I rode a bike everywhere without a helmet because they just don't like have them there. It's like very European. They have free healthcare, so they're just like roll the die. Everyone was like, oh my god, the food in Europe, the food, what was it like? I had Subway everywhere. I might have been immersing myself in the culture, but I wanted to eat fresh, you guys. So, and, I got hit on everywhere I went. Like, everywhere I went. My self-esteem was very high. I wasn't picking up what these guys were putting down to me, exactly. And I was on the Tinder while I was over there. I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. But every guy that I would talk to on Tinder, I like convinced myself that he was gonna like Natalie Holloway me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, there's some groans. Is it because you guys think I'm too old to be Natalie Holloway? Great, SVU'd. I don't know. What do you want me to say? But too soon? I don't know. But every guy, I got too scared, And I'll just give you a slice of what the interactions were like there. One day I was walking down the street in Amsterdam, and I saw a man walking towards me, and he just got up real close next to me and just said, "Big boobs," and walked away. big boobs translates to in Dutch, and it's actually, would you like directions to the Anne Frank house? So, I guess, xenophobia, you guys, right? Just a stupid American. So eventually I am towards the end of my trip, and I'm in Prague in the Czech Republic. This is my second to last city that I'm in. It's a beautiful city. And one night I'm sitting outside of the Starbucks stealing their Wi-Fi, along with the other American tourists. It's like our mothership, that's what I would call it. Like an embassy. And I get this message on Tinder from like this really, really cute Swedish guy. And he's got like these like beautiful blue eyes, or like crystal pools as I like to call them. And we start talking, and he seems really nice and like really sweet. And at one point I'm just like, you know what? You only live once. What the hell? I got my rape whistle. Let's meet up, okay? So we meet up in a public place, okay? Mama didn't raise no fool. And we meet up in a public place. And I walk up to him and like, he was so hot. Like I was like, how did I do this? And I walk up to him and the very first thing he says to me is, don't worry, I'm not an axe murderer. Which is so comforting. Because everybody knows if you're an axe murderer and someone asks you if you're an axe murderer, you have to tell them that you're an axe murderer. That's the first rule of axe murdering. A lot of people don't know about that loophole. It exists. So we walk around the city like, oh my, he's so great. He's so sweet. Talk about my dad. Talks about his family. Talk about everything. And we like kiss for the first time at this train station, which would have been like really romantic, except there's like a homeless woman sitting next to us, and she was either talking to herself or on a Bluetooth. We never figured it out. And then, we have a really great time. We make plans to meet the next night, and the next night I invite him over to my like fucking palace that they gave me in the Czech Republic because the American dollar is so strong. They're like, oh, Princess Andrea, right this way, right this way. So I bring him back to this like apartment I'm renting, and I decide I'm gonna flirt with him by using the Google Translate app. Like he speaks perfectly good English. Like I don't know, I don't think that sentence I just said was grammatically correct. He speaks English well, but I was like, well, this will be fun. So I put something like, you are a sex machine into the, and you guys know how it works, then it will say it in a robotic voice in Swedish. So I did it, and then he starts like laughing and like covering his face, and I'm like, what? He's like, you just told me I'm a gender machine. I did that on purpose. You Swedes are very progressive people, so... And then he says to me the most romantic thing that anyone has ever said to me, and he says, I think that you should marry me and move to Sweden. And I was just like, I know guys, I know. And I knew that he wasn't lying when he said that, because like I had just fucked him. Any incentive. I waited 48 hours to sleep with him. In Euro backpacking time, that's like 3 months, you guys, okay? It's like dog years over there, okay? So he sleeps over. And in the morning I have to get up because I'm going to my last city, which is Vienna in Austria, and I have to go to the train station. So he takes me to the train station. We're, going to say goodbye. And like here I was thinking I was just going to bang and bail. And I actually, also I came up with that. You guys can use it if you want to. And I actually I like him. Like I like him a lot. And I'm trying to hide it. And we kiss goodbye. I get on the train, I just start hysterically crying, and I just really want to get it out, so I put a little Sufjan Stevens on, just to really get the crowd going. Then I finally get to my hotel in Vienna, and I have Wi-Fi again. I have 6 messages from him, and it's like, I like you so much, and I had such a good time with you, and I don't want that to be the last time I see you. Saved by the Bell. Oh. So you guys are you're a little pessimistic. That's when I feel some hesitation. You're like, is he gonna die now? You're like, is Andrea gonna shit her pants again? The answer to both those questions are maybe in the future, but not right now. What happened is, a few months later, it was my birthday, and he came to New York to see me. And we've been together now for over a year and a half. And And I'm kind of like a little like. Does someone say it's not Swedish? IKEA is definitely Swedish. You know, and I'm a little like hippy dippy and cosmic, and I think my dad, you know, like had a hand in all of this. I really do. I think he was just looking down on me from heaven, being like, "All right, now here's this nice Swedish guy from the internet. But young lady, do not fuck him on the first night. Okay? You make him work for it. All right, guys. I'm Andrea Ilene Shapiro. You guys are great."